Oh my god, it's been forever since I've posted on this channel. I kept like meaning to, and then I just didn't because I'm like, well, if my other channels I'm editing, then I should edit in this one. That's like I really don't need to, or do I can do extremely limited editing, and I can record little short videos when I'm feeling well enough to update. But mostly, this is just because I'm just so curious because it's just so weird. I'm wondering if other people have had this experience. I went to Cleveland Clinic a couple days ago, which is a kind of hell of a drive for me, but that's where my specialist is, and I had to have an MRI without contrast. This is important. I didn't have contrast. I take Zyrtec every day, and I have for a long time because I have chronic hives for whatever reason. And recently is like within the last year or two, they've been getting worse and progressively worse. And the reason why I went to the MRI is actually joint related, a hand MRI, and I had an allergic reaction during the MRI, and the MRI team who was doing it was like, we've never seen that happen before. And I'm just wondering, I'm like, I cannot be, well, because they've seen people who have allergic reactions if they've had contrast. I had no contrast. I was actually having a pretty good day health-wise that day, which is a little bit of a rarity. For all of you who have chronic illness and POTS, you understand that's a bit of a rarity. I went in there having a pretty good day, and then during the MRI, I started feeling terrible. And yeah, it was uncomfortable because I'm in some pain, but nothing more than usual. And I started feeling really bad in there. And of course, because I have POTS, like my heart rate went up higher than it normally does because I am on medication to control it. And I had like this crushing weight of like horrendous brain fog, like more than usual, like someone who's like glassy-eyed over. And just from my thighs up to my chin, and I just was broken out into like these red streaks and hives, and it's like bright red skin, but also my skin does this thing where like kind of bubble up a bit, like it's like hives, but like my skin starts flaking off. I know that sounds gross and awful, and I don't know why. Like it's almost like you have a sunburn and it's been a couple days and it starts peeling, and then you get like those flakes. But that's what my skin does, like immediately. Like I'm having this stuff and it just starts peeling, and it's like purpley and red, and it hurts and it itches, and I just don't know what the well, I've had MRIs before and I've never had issues, but it's almost like it's the Fitbit thing that I wear. I wear a Fitbit, and sometimes I have to take it off because where the Fitbit touches, even if I have it loose, because I have to wear it loose, even where it touches will become red, super red and inflamed. It'll start bubbling up like you have sunburn, like you have blisters. Like I'll actively get blisters on there, and then it'll take like over a week for like the actual scar. I'll get scars from it, take forever to go away. Like my skin just changes there for a period of time. And it's just weird. Do other people have allergies? Like I'm supposed to go see an allergist in a couple weeks, and they're like, yeah, we want you to go off Zyrtec for 5 to 7 days for the appointment. And I'm just like, I told him I can't do that, as like a day would be torture to miss of Zyrtec. 5 to 7 days, I don't know if I'll survive. I have been having incidences with like, I've had mangoes. I've never had issues with mangoes. I love them. Last time I had a mango, I started having really bad trouble breathing. My throat was tight, and this went on for a couple hours, and my husband was worried, but I didn't want to dial 911 unless it got like absolutely like I couldn't really breathe at all. But it was like a little bit labored and a little wheezy, but nothing like super bad. It more sounded like when I have worked out before, sometimes I get restricted breathing and like I like get a little wheezy too. But I'm just like, it's so weird because like before I was on Zyrtec, like I remember going to an allergist, and immediately upon sitting on the table, because I had problems, I'd break out in hives even before the test. The test was inconclusive because I broke out to the placebo. I broke out. I literally reacted to everything on the test, including the placebo. And they're like, oh yeah, just touching me with their gloves was making me just break out. And I'm just like, this is my life. Before that, I was like, I couldn't sleep at night because I was chronically itchy everywhere. And like, I'm like I just felt like a walking hive detector, and it's so annoying. And it's like, does anyone else have this issue? I don't think it's a POTS thing. I don't think POTS just gives you like the worst allergies without being allergies, because like because sometimes I'm okay, right? I can wear my Fitbit and sometimes I'm okay, but then other days I'm like allergically reacting to it for no reason. I have no idea. And then this one with the MRI was like a massive like skin reaction, and it was really uncomfortable. It went away mostly after a couple hours. It did take some time to go away, but like I still have like scabbed over areas on my like lower abdomen from where some of those hives were, because I did scratch. Unfortunately, I did my best, but I was like, that's why I was like, I'm begging. I was like, I begged my doctor, I'm like, can you please increase, like double my Zyrtec dose maybe? Because I don't want to deal with this, because I do itch throughout the day. I have a lot of breakthrough like hives and stuff if I go outside, especially. And my husband at this point is like, I don't know, it just seems to be super random. And it's like, oh, if you in physical therapy, you might react. If you eat too much, you might break out in hives. Like if you breathe wrong, we make fun of it, like if I breathe wrong, I'm breaking out in hives, right? If I try on new clothes, I'm breaking out in hives. That one's also variable, because sometimes I do, and then sometimes I don't. But like what I do break out is like a full, all of my legs. Like if it's pants, all of my legs within seconds. So I'll just be covered in red and hives, and I don't understand. It's so annoying, and like it used to just be the itchy and the burning and all of that. Like I have other things too, but it's like hard to decipher like what's the hives and whatever my body's doing there, and what's the POTS and all the other conditions I have. It's like really hard to distinct between them, because I am a lot of times congested, and like also have gastrointestinal stuff, and then I have like the breathing thing, and like this horrible skin reaction. And I'm like, and then my heart rate has been like, when this happened, the MRI, when I had that happen, my heart rate went up super high, and then I get really brain foggy. And that happened with the mango, with the restricted breathing. It happened when I got stung by a bee like 2 years ago. That was wild. That was like the first time I almost felt like my life might have been in danger, is when the bee stung my thigh. And it's not that it hurt particularly bad, it's just I was like, oh, I got stung. And then my heart rate went up, and I have some shortness of breath, and I was just like, okay, I just need to sit down, obviously. And then like my legs started hurting and like itching really bad, and I had a scar from that like bee. Like it did go away. It took like a year for the mark where the bee stung me to go away. It left a really deep purple mark, like, but was like 3 inches by 3 inches on my thigh. That was interesting to deal with. I don't know why it caused that. There has to be someone else who has experienced allergic reaction to MRI without contrast, maybe while you're on Zyrtec too, if you're on antihistamines, or just weird allergy stuff that's not really allergies, because my blood work for allergies has come back normal in the past. I haven't had anything recent. And then my skin test was inconclusive, because I just reacted to everything, and including the placebo. And I just kind of at this point feel like I must be crazy. Like, why does this happen? It doesn't happen when I'm particularly stressed. It just happens from anything. From literally, if I get too excited, I might break out in hives. Like, what? What does this? Zyrtec has helped a lot, but I still have like a lot of breakthrough in it. Like, I don't do it as much as if I'm doing physical therapy, or my mandatory workout exercises doesn't happen as often, but like it still happens with more consistency than it should. And I'm just wondering, if anyone sees this, please let me know. Have you had this weird issue before? I don't know if it's even remotely the same thing. You know how symptoms are, they could be very similar and be two completely unrelated conditions. I'm just curious if anyone else has experienced something like this. And yeah, just and if you have, I'm really, really sorry, but I'd really like to know if I'm crazy or not. Anyway, I will try to update my channel more frequently now with things. Bye.